get in a game, ladies and gentlemen. It's map 2 in the best of 3 for the semifinals of the World Vision Charity Cup. I'm Rifkin, casting with Maximus Black and Nova War, better known as Jeff and Adam. And spawning here on the top left to kick things off, we got the Red Terran Soul, who's currently down 1 in the series. With his opponent to the bottom right, it's the Blue Zerg, Bly.
Wow, what a game we had last game. These games have been very, very exciting. Shout outs to these players for just bringing it. Nobody's really playing it overly safe. These guys are going for it. So it's not only entertaining for us, but hopefully the people that are watching as well. And it's definitely not a snoozer for the players either. It's just been crazy.
Look, these videos are going to be up on the LifeSaglitchtv YouTube channel, right? You guys are putting this up there later. So first off, if you guys are watching this video in 2018, do me a favor, write butts in the comment, just so I know. But secondly, just some context for those who might not be familiar with me. I cast StarCraft 2 almost every day, high-level pros from Koreans to Europeans. And this isn't a self-advertising, but this is more context for the fact that every day I cast, we see sick play, we see well-executed, orchestrated practice play, but I've never had as many exciting games in one session as we've had here today. Like, this is actually not just great for the charity and all these other things, but for me personally, a bit of a snob at this point for StarCraft. I'm loving this. Like, this is the most fun I've had casting, and it's not just because of these two guys, but the players are giving us some incredibly aggressive bananas games.
Rifkin, I don't want to surprise you or anything, but it is definitely the aura of LifeSaglitchtv. Hey, once we're around, just some crazy, ridiculous stuff happens. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Maybe it is us, maybe it isn't, but either way, it's happening, it's feeling good, and it's for the kids.
You know, today though, unfortunately, well, all of what you said may be correct. It's less about when cheese fails and more when cheese works. Like, that's been kind of the motif of today's games.
Yeah. When cheese succeeds, we call it.
There you go. Ooh, I like that.
You like that? It could be a series. So
I think we already made one.
Yeah, well, I think we did. All right, here we go. Reaper doing the harassment. Last time, we don't know anything.
We've got like 1,600 videos or something. Like, it all gets lost in the fold after a while.
Yeah. Well, last game this Reaper had gotten 5 Ling kills. This time it just gets 1 so far. Oh, it might get more here. Might get more.
There's a really important thing that this Reaper's doing outside of kills, though. And quick shout out to the Gray Splats. This is from that new War Chest skin for the Zerg. But this Reaper scouts the Roach All, and that happens on Dreamcatcher all the time. There's that Roach Ravager rush. You've all seen it on the main streams of WCS or otherwise. And it happens on Dreamcatcher a lot. Bly's also a pretty all-in player. So for Soul to do this is just perfect for the scout, if nothing else. Like, Link kills aside, good or bad, he knows there's no Roach Ravager attack on the way, and that's what this Reaper has really accomplished this game.
Yeah. No, it's nice. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I don't watch WCS or any of these other stuff, so I don't really know what's normal, especially on certain maps. But
that's what you got me for, baby.
Exactly. I'm leaning on you right now. Lean on me. I was gonna do some Soul there, but oh wait, there is Soul.
Speaking of Soul,
I feel good. I knew that I would. So good.
That's not Soul.
What is it then? It's like Funk Soul?
It's like Funk.
Yow! I mean, when you do that, that's instant Soul. Come on.
That was well, yeah.
Far be it Adam, the white Caucasian male, to tell Jeff what Soul is. But go on, Adam, please.
Obviously, Soul Decision is the only Soul that we all need.
Hellions not doing a whole lot here, by the way.
No, they're dying awfully well, though. They're really putting on a show in that regard. They're going to get chased off. And not really make too much happen. That's a lot of Hellions. So like, are we going to see like Soul just kind of get to this kind of relatively mech heavy push going on, or what are we going to be seeing out of this?
So that's a great question, actually, because mech is something that I particularly love on this map. I've had many disagreements with fellow co-casters about this. I think it's great here, and Soul unfortunately will not be going mech this game. This would be a map they certainly have the opportunity to, so it's definitely a question worth asking. But with Stim started up, Hellions are just for some map control. We'll see Marines and tanks come out shortly, and there's the extra barracks coming down too.
Yeah, we've got the third base being built there right in the front. It's going to give some extra little protection there. And fast, easy access to float on over there. Does he wait a while to get this command center over? Does he build that orbital command right here at the natural, or does he immediately take it over?
I think he'll want to wait a little bit, not right away, but he'll get it over there pretty quick. The tank should hold regardless of this wall being up, but the wall, obviously, since the Roach is packing, there's some danger here, though, right? Ravagers only take 3 shots of Corrosive Ballast, so 1 shot a tank to 1 shot a Liberator, so he's got to be very careful he doesn't lose these Ravagers too soon, because he's got that perfect number to, once he can get in range, kill the tank, kill the Ravager, break the bunker.
Yeah, these supply depots are going to go down. This is actually a significant amount of damage being dealt here
he can just kill
Soul.
Those depots and be good.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't need to overextend here, but it's starting to look like his army might actually be able to take this. It's going to be close. One of the siege tanks unsieges at the perfect time for Bly, that is, and manages to pick one off. That one Liberator is doing damage. He's repairing that one bunker, and this is going to be a hold for Soul. A beautiful hold.
That was a really awkward time for Bly to try and move forward, because he only needed one more volley of attacks from his Roaches to take out that bunker before the SCVs got to it. And when he moved, the SCVs showed up, and that's the only reason that bunker survived. And really, that could have been a very different end to that fight if that bunker had gone down.
No. Yeah. This was a pretty miserable attack for the way it ended up for Bly, but luckily he killed enough workers at 12 and enough of the army that there's no real counterattack coming, so he can still play this out. But his army supply is non-existent right now. Everything was just dead in the attack on the other side of the map, and Soul, he's knocking on the rocks. He's actually playing a little defensive. Maybe he's scared of a follow-up from Bly, because keep in mind, while the Liberator was over here, it wasn't sieging up mineral lines and scouting what Bly was doing. So Bly's kind of getting away with what I'm going to label as greed. There's too many drones and not enough army, but he's getting away with it, and if he does, this is so good for a 4-base Zerg player.
Yeah, he's going to be able to snowball from here. The greed looks like it is going to pay off. Oh, look, here we go. We're going to have a little bit of a counterattack here. And it's going to be a 2-prong attack, too. We've got that one Liberator that has managed to stay alive throughout that, even though he almost died from those hot fire mixtapes coming down from those Ravagers. And now he's going to slowly pick off some drones here. There's one Queen in position, and he's going to go ahead and drop down at this 4th as well. He's going to pick this off and just do a little bit of damage. This isn't, game-changing by any means, but it is going to slow him down some and punish the little bit of greed that Bly was trying to get away with.
Yeah, well, this was just evening it up at worst.
Yes.
Really, I mean, any of this greed, it's been pretty much curtailed right now from this 2-pronged little harassment been going on. He's getting some good work in here, but he needs to get out of there.
All right, loses the medevac. That's expensive.
Oh, that was close. Yeah,
The cost of the Marines is worth losing if you get the medevac out alive. Unfortunately, losing that did kind of suck. However, Soul, as Adam just mentioned, he's brought himself back into the game.
Yes.
He would have snowballed with that greed if that 4th hatchery was up, if those drones were all still standing. But now he's been kept at home too, so Bly's not doing any runaround on the map. He's not, hitting a mineral line with 4 Roaches. He's trying to defend. He's trying to deflect. So Soul is buying himself plenty of time to expand on the other side of the field while this is happening.
Third base is getting attacked now by a 2 medevac drop. He's going to stim here and get as many drone kills as he possibly can. Not going to be enough DPS to get rid of that hatchery, but manages to melt down that Queen very quickly, gets some more drone kills, and just like that, our Terran player in the lead now when it comes to the worker count. Very well done here from Soul, and at the same time, he's been macroing pretty heavily in behind here. His 3rd is established. His 4th has gone down here. He is teching up. Production-wise, we got some upgrades going as well, some siege tanks. Very well played here from Soul, capitalizing on a little bit of greed there from Bly, and also recovering very, very nicely from losing all those SCVs at that big push.
Bly had enough of that, and he knew that he had a little bit of a window to try and even it up here, and he's going to get rid of, I would imagine, this 3rd, or at the very least, put it in some serious danger.
So,
but if Soul holds on to that, that's actually going to be really important here, because Bly is falling behind. You don't want to be like a Zerg. You never. I know a lot about StarCraft, guys. Okay, I just want to let you know. But if he gets down in bases, it's like the last thing that you want to have happen, and he's getting awfully close to that scenario.
We got a couple donations to get caught up on, but I really want to highlight something that's happening here. Soul doesn't understand the skin Bly's using right now. This is the new War Chest skin, and he threw down 2 scans for that attack because he thought Bly would be burying the roaches to Tunneling Claw away, or Tunneling Claw into the army. But Tunneling Claw isn't even done yet, so total misread on what was going on there out of Soul.
Wow. I didn't pick that up. Wow, that's pretty gross.
This is kind of a discussion that Nate was having the other night, where Nate's in favor for skins. I get it. The skins...
I think right now, the skins are still new. They're barely out for a week. I understand not knowing what that looks like right now, but after you play against it for like a year, if you still can't figure it out, I think that's kind of on you.
Yeah.
But is a year really a reasonable thing to...
No, but that's hyperbole, obviously, right?
Once you play against it for a decade, then it really gets easy.
Look, Adam, you play 20 games a day. Of those 20 games, maybe 5 are against this particular thing. You're going to learn what it looks like. And there it is, by the way. It is done. Distinguishably blue spikes on the backs of these roaches. Tunneling Claws will be a problem.
There he is. He gets out, though. He's putting a hell of a lot of pressure on that fourth, not letting it establish whatsoever.
Ooh, shark attacks to the north and to the left.
Didn't get the cancel. Did you see that down there on the
no, that's a nice
the Zerg base? Yeah, he picked it off and didn't get the cancel. He's now focus firing down on that other expansion, and that goes down as well.
Wow. He walks into the missile turret, by the way, so he takes a lot of tank fire. This sneak attack out of Bly is not so sneaky, losing 2 bases and about a third of his roach army.
Ouch.
Feels bad, man.
Yeah, for the first time in the game now, we're seeing that the Zerg is actually heavily down in economy and heavily down on bases, but he's going to pick up... Oh, yeah,
he's got it.
Getting a planetary is actually a really difficult thing to do.
He has to. He can't be 2 bases down to a Terran at this point in the game. It's going to end awfully quick, so having that is a boon for him, but he's still down this 1 base.
Oh, that's so clever.
He's got 194, 192 supply to the 154. The Zerg army is still very, very fat, but him picking off 2 bases there, that was bad news bears for Bly.
Really good.
Yeah. Oh,
the skank catches the roaches.
Gosh.
Yeah, you can't sit them alone. Get off of it.
Get off my lawn.
Man, they make a lot of blood when they die.
Showed up again.
Definitely. Oh, here comes one big push. This could be it. This could be it. This could be the show here.
This is really big.
This is likely going to be the game.
Dude,
this is going to be the decider.
What happens when the Punisher says knock knock, right? Like, is that your doorstep? Oh shit.
There's a lot of mixtapes in this army right now, boys. It's,
yeah, dude.
A heck of a lot of early 90s hip-hop about to land on the doorstep of Seoul.
There's a lot of mixtapes, and mixtapes, you know, they can be fire, but they also can be, well, they can be horrible, too, like Lil Wayne back in the day. His mixtapes were pretty bad.
You didn't have to say back in the day.
Feels bad, man.
So what you're saying, Jeff, is you think they're good now.
Yeah,
pretty
exactly,
yeah. Ay. All right, well, he's going to get that expansion out of the way. This is like playing a big game of chicken, and Soul is trying to get a position on the army. Now he's just saying, screw it.
Wow. That's a lot of Ravagers, though. He's already got a ton in play. 13 plus another 8. That's enough to corrosive bile down an entire Terran army.
Which you might need, because that's a whole Terran army making its way back down the map.
Yo, Bly isn't playing this wrong by any means, but Soul's playing it really right, which sounds funny to say. A lot of Terran players don't react to burrowed roaches. They don't predict them like this. You know, there's not those predictive scans. There's not missile turrets. Like, Soul, as much as he may have had a misread earlier, he certainly has a handle on the situation.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good, but those Ravager counts are scary.
That's a huge amount of
Yeah,
Ravagers.
but you know what? It's a base trade on BaseTradeTV, so let me see those ace 1s and those ace 2s in the chat, boys, because this is going to get pretty nasty on both sides of the field.
Oh, man. Hot fire mixtapes are being rained down on those SCVs. He can't overstim too much down at this on this counterattack, though.
Juice.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't want to overstim. Those couple of siege tanks on the high ground are going to be the saving grace there. For him not to be able to... Ooh, one nice pick off.
Oh, he lost the Overseer, so he's had no high ground vision for that last tank.
Uh-oh. Well, that's bad. That's pretty much the show. He can't produce. He can't go any further up that ramp. Yeah, he can't go.
Oh my God.
That's the show. That's
Roaches
game over.
So much blood when they die with his skin on. Look at that. It's like more roach blood than creep.
That's it. GG.
There it is.
Wow.
Of course we have another ace match on our hands, because why wouldn't we in today's cast?
Let's go.